Hey everyone, it's John. Welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about why having nothing might be the greatest advantage that you have ever been given. And if you are starting from absolutely zero, or maybe the last $1,000 in your bank account or the last 100, then this video is for you. So before we begin, I just want to acknowledge that all of us, you and I, we're all going through different difficulties, different challenges, and we are both having our own unique life experience, and we are born in different circumstances with our own set of challenges, advantages, and disadvantages. And if you're at a really low place in your life right now, I just want you to know that I see you, and I do want to give you hope that it will pick up for you once you learn the skills and the tools of what I'm about to share in today's session, as well as some of other videos as well, because my goal is to help every single soul out there achieve their highest potential and kind of be the best version of themselves that they can be, and someone they can be proud of at their deathbed. So when it's our last few moments in life, I want all of us to not leave this earth with any regrets. I want all of us to maximize and live to our highest potential. So I want to ask you today, how many of you actually look at someone who is more successful than you and think, wow, I wish I could be like them? And maybe asking yourself as well, like, why is everyone doing so well except me? And you might also ask this very common question, which is, what is wrong with me? And why can't I be as successful and rich as these people? And I want to tell you that all these questions, it runs through my head constantly, even till today. But I have trained my mind to look at my own journey instead of comparing myself to others. So what I've come to realize is that no two humans are the same, and no two humans are born with the same purpose as another. So simply copying someone else's success and journey, well, that may work for a while, but I guarantee if you just copy them blindly, you'll never be truly happy or contented. What I want you to know is being at the bottom where you are now could be the best thing that could have ever happened to you, because there is one thing that I've come to understand, and that is that the most dangerous place to kind of build a life is not from a place of not poverty, where, or not zero. The place that is the most difficult to build a successful and crazy life for you is when you're living in comfort. So comfort convinces you and I that we have enough, and we don't really need to take another big leap. We don't need to try so hard. We're comfortable, we're just going through life. But having nothing removes that option entirely. And in removing the option of just being comfortable, you have nothing. It gives you something that no amount of money, connection, or privilege can manufacture, which is the hunger that you have to change your life and to build something real for yourself, because you have nothing to lose. So I can attest to this because for a while, I was living a really comfortable life. I was born into a good family with all the basic needs of mine provided for. I've got the house, the car, everything, and I was very comfortable. Okay, this is just my honest way of sharing. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm privileged. I want to convey to you that in that comfort, I actually lost something, and that something was the drive to achieve enormous amounts of success. Honestly, for a period, I didn't feel the fire to want to do anything, because why should I try? I mean, I would spend a lot of my time actually wasting it on social media, on playing games, on the PS4, PS5, and not really thinking about what I really want in life, and not really working on my life. And I kind of did hit my own version of rock bottom. And it's not because I didn't have any money, but it's because I had to strip away all the comfort to find a level of discomfort that might bring me to want to leap to the next level, to achieve something that I've never done before. And I must say that it took a while to get me out of that hole, but I did it, and I'm all the better for it. I don't regret it at all. So here's a fun fact that might surprise you. Research from Barclays Bank found that over 60% of the world's self-made billionaires actually grew up in poverty or extreme financial hardship. So this is not despite starting with nothing. It was because they had nothing. And when you study what they all share, what the common thread is underneath the different industries, the different countries and circumstances that these billionaires are born from, it is always the same thing that they all mention. That having nothing taught them something that having everything never could. And that the only resource that actually matters is the one that is inside you right now. So a man named Howard Schultz started with nothing, and he found his way into a 4-location coffee company in Seattle. And he saw something that nobody else could see. And he left his job. He staked everything on that vision. He had to borrow money to open his first shop. And investors actually said no 242 times before someone finally said yes. And today he built Starbucks into a company worth over $100 billion. That's something to be admired. And the one thing he credits above everything else is not talent, is not timing, is not luck. He said, in times of adversity and change, we really discover who we are and what we are made of. When there is nothing left to protect, fear, the one we give so much power to, loses its grip. When there is no safety net, the only direction we have is forward. There's nothing behind for us. And having nothing, if that is where you are right now, is not a disadvantage. It is actually the clearest path to finding out exactly what you are capable of. So Oprah Winfrey, another prime example, was born into poverty in rural Mississippi. She was fired from her first television job and told she was unfit for TV. She said, the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. Now, she did not wait for conditions to improve. She really and merely used the conditions she had. The common thread that I can find in these two people is that they start with nothing, and they use their willpower, their dream, to change the world, to change one industry at a time, to share their message. And that's how they became successful, because they had nothing to lose. Another example would be J.K. Rowling. She was a single mother on welfare when she wrote the world famous Harry Potter. And if you didn't know this, she was actually rejected by 12 publishers. And she was diagnosed with clinical depression. Can you imagine? The billionaire that she is now had to go through all this to be from somewhere with nothing to come to where she is right now. She said, rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. The nothing was where she started to build an empire with. So what does this all mean for you? First, I want you to know that having nothing actually forces clarity on you, because when there is no safety net for you, there is no backup plan, right? There's no comfortable alternative. You will find out very quickly what you actually want. and what you're actually willing to do to get it. And that clarity is worth more than money and resources can buy. Because I can guarantee that even with money, you can't buy that vision and that purpose. And secondly, the word no quickly loses its power when you have nothing to lose. You see how Howard Schultz, J.K. Rowling, and Oprah all survived being fired and being rejected. And every single one of them survived because the alternative, going back to nothing, was already where they were. So there was nothing left for them to lose. And third, rock bottom is a foundation, not the destination. So J.K. Rowling did not describe her lowest point as the end. She described it as a solid ground she built everything on. And the difference, really, between people who rise from nothing and people who stay there is not the circumstance, because everybody has a choice. It is about the decision to make that leap of faith, the decision to do what feels impossible, and just to do whatever it takes to succeed. And finally, the only resource that has ever actually mattered actually is the one inside you all along. So all these people had and started with nothing external going for them, but they believed in themselves in spite of what the world said about them. And what they also had was the refusal to let the world, people around them, define who they are. So I want to ask you today, what are you telling yourself that you cannot build because of what you do not have? Is it that you are waiting for the right connections before you begin? Or maybe you have been kind of holding off until there is more money, more time, more certainty. Or perhaps you have been looking at where you are starting from and calling it a disadvantage, when it might be the very thing that actually makes you unstoppable. So here's the one thing I want you to do right now, if you're at the lowest point in your life. I want you to write down the one thing that you have been waiting to start until conditions were better. And then ask yourself honestly, what if the conditions are already good enough? What if having less than you think you need is exactly the push that you have been waiting for all along? Because I promise, if you reframe how you look at your circumstances, that you will look at this moment as the greatest gift that life could have ever given you. This gift that life has given you is so that you can finally chase that dream you've always been wanting to chase. Because why? Now you have nothing to lose. So just why not go for it, right? For me, living in comfort brought me to a very dark place, as I mentioned. Somehow having a roof, food, everything wasn't enough for me to be happy. I still needed some kind of fire. Of course, I incorporated gratitude practices into my daily routine to be grateful for what I have, what I will have. But I also had to expand my consciousness, my horizon. I had to look at the impossible things that people are achieving out there and trying to align myself to their frequency. I leveled up by watching content from billionaires, millionaires, successful investors, people who are in my field that have already made it. And I look at how I can pick up some of the skills that they have and make it my own. I don't want to blindly copy someone else's journey, their skills, because whatever they're going through, whoever they are, they're not me. I have my own unique set of talents, what I like to do, what I don't like to do, and I need to work towards my advantage. So you have your own unique advantage, whatever that may be. You have your own unique talent that you know is trying to come out, that is trying to express itself. And I want you to just go for it. Don't stop holding back, stop worrying what other people think, Stop comparing your current journey to anybody else. Just do what you need to do at your own pace. But stop living in fear and stop not taking action because you fear of whatever might happen next. I guarantee if you take one step at a time, just one step forward each and every day, the path will become clearer and clearer for you, and things will just flow naturally into you without you having to try so hard. As long as you are operating from a place of alignment internally, in your gut, in your heart, you're not copying somebody else's strategies, thinking from up here only, because this is not where your power is. Your power is here in your heart and your chest. So I hope everything works out for you and you go pursue your dreams without fear, and everything will work out, I promise you. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them and help you out as much as I can. As always, I love you, I see you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.